Hi guys, so today we're here at Michael's. I just wanted to do a little bit of looking around. I actually popped on to look for different colors of the new Cozy Cub. I wanted to see if they had the sepia in stock yet because they haven't had it yet in my store. So when I was looking around online on the app, I noticed that the Chenille Home and the Chenille Home Slim yarns were clearanced and marked down to $5. So, and my store had a lot left. So we're gonna go see if the count on the app was actually accurate. If it is, there's gonna be a lot of grays and a lot of greens. So we're gonna go ahead, head in Michael's, see what they have. Fingers crossed, grab some good $5 yarn, and then we'll do a haul. Ooh, that's really scratchy. Alright, so it's Chenille Home Slim. Well, it's not super scratchy. Some of these, like this red, ooh, that feels awful. This one isn't bad. We'll think about that one. I'm gonna go check in the aisle too, because I feel like online the stock status was more. Unless it's sold already, which is very possible. Yep, it is. Oh, look at these colors. Okay. So there is mustard. This color is super scratchy. Pink. Regular green. This is the heather green. Here's a dark green. That one isn't marked, but we'll price check it. This one, vineyard green. Peacock. Skyway. Let's see. That one's purple. Elderberry. Navy. Taupe. And this was the color I wanted. But this was online. And then sand. here's the light gray. And then Chenille Home Slim. Seed Pearl. So that's the difference. That's the Seed Pearl. That one is the cream. So not much different. Cream, Seed Pearl. Two of these. The pink, purple. This would make really good turtles. Vineyard. Agave. Uh-oh. Watch your patches. These two are definitely softer. Vineyard. So watch your patches. There's some that are scratchy, there's some that are nice and soft. I'm debating on not getting this one. I don't know how I feel about it. All of those are for sure. See, look, you can see the difference. Look. Bad lot. Good lot. Okay, so the ring spun finally went clearance. Here, we're down to $3. It's a bunch of different colors. I found these two random ones. They are the Chenille Home Slim, but they're not coming up in the system. If they're $5, I will likely get those two. I think I'm gonna pass on these two. They're beautiful colors, but I don't foresee myself using them in any project, so I just talked myself out of it. The only other thing that keeps holding me up is this green. This is the green heather, and I think this would look stunning as turtles. So I'm currently tossing back and forth between those greens and this green. Also, not only are pillows clearanced out, but if you have been wanting to try weighted plushies, they have their bags of pellets, 32-ounce loops and threads, regularly $12.99. They're on clearance for $6. So anybody that's been wanting to try weighted plushies, you can grab that for $6. Ooh, Funfetti. Oh, she's falling apart. Funfettis are down to $6. There's another color. But those ones aren't marked. So it looks just like that brown. Nope, that's gray. And that pink purple. There's an orange. A yellow. These are really soft, but that would be an odd texture to work with, I think. So those are on clearance. But those ones don't seem to be. So maybe that's an older batch of colors. That looks like the special by Karen's, maybe. Ooh, there's a Chenille Home. think I just found a chenille home in that country blue. And if I did, we're gonna take it to, let me double check. I'm gonna price check that. Hold on. That's in on it. So we found that. That was like, so check your bins. Like that was just randomly thrown in with some burnout. That's all that is left of the Cozy Cub. These finally went clearance. These are odd. Posh, anyone? That yarn needs to go. Ew, that's an ugly color. What is that? Okay, that would make a really cool boy blanket. Yeah, that's just too weird. And then that's all the yarn. I gotta figure out what I'm buying, what I'm not buying. Needle felting. Anything else on clearance? Doesn't look like it. Alright, I'm gonna finalize my purchase and see where I'm at. I'll see you back up. If you're in need of some kind of an organization thing, it doesn't have to be for a Cricut. These regularly $129.99 on clearance for $45. My store currently has black and white, both for $45. This is adorable. I love him. Okay, but that would make a really cute hook case and a row counter in one. Look at that. You can put your hooks in there, you can count your rows and pop the bubbles. How much is he? Okay, $4.99. We're just gonna go through it real quick. Or $5 a skein, however you want to call it. The bulk of this is all chenille home. This is the chenille home in the heather color, green heather. I grabbed 2 of these. They are smaller in size in regards to yardage. These were only 87 yards. The solid colors are more. I needed this for turtles because I really need to make turtles because I don't have any turtles. And when I saw this, perfect turtle bodies. So, okay, we have 2 of those. And then for a solid green chenille home again, and this is the vineyard green color. Now the solids have 109 yards compared to the 87. So a vineyard green, got 1 of those. We grabbed 2 of the color bone, which is basically a light gray. 1 in the color ash, which is dark gray. Here is the color difference side by side. Of course, I thought of sharks when I saw this, so because sharks are still in my head, which I did a video on 7 free shark patterns. My last one, I think the algorithm for YouTube hated me on that one, or people just don't like sharks, and Shark Week isn't popular like it was whenever I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, so I don't know. But either or, go check out that video, please. It needs a little bit of a boost. Next, we got 2 of the color taupe. This one actually showed out of stock on my app, and when I got there, my store had 3, and really I should have gotten all 3 of them, but I didn't. I left one for somebody else. 1 in the color sand. This is the taupe, this is the sand. So there's a little bit of a difference there. That's the difference against the light gray. So it's more of a yellow, warmer tone. Then I grabbed another dark green color. Kombu green, Kombu. No idea what that means, but it's a really dark, dark green. These two actually did not show in stock on the app for my store, and this is why I always say physically go to your store and look. Don't trust the app. This is the color Blush Pink. They only had one, so I scored that one. And this one is the color Elderberry. Only had one. Scored that one. When I was digging around in the grays, I will say, and the greens, you could tell that there was two different, or more than two batches. I don't want to say lots because there was more than two lots, but there was more than two batches of yarn in all of this, because you could clearly tell some of it was the old yucky batch. I really wanted the burgundy red color, the wine. I'm not sure what the technical name for it was. I really wanted that to do a lobster, but the batch was so bad. It was so scratchy. I knew as soon as I touched it, it gave me the ick, and I just knew that it would squeak on the hook and I would hate it, so I didn't bother with it. So and then lastly for the chenille home is the country blue. This was another one that wasn't on the app. I actually found this thrown in one of the bins. I think I showed it in the video when we were shopping. It was in a bin of Bernat blanket yarn, I think. So that was all of the chenille home. As far as, now the chenille home slim was clearance down to $5 too. Most of the colors in my store for that one were an ivory, and then that more of a yellowy ivory. I don't remember what the technical names were. I know I had them in the video. And I had two of the regular ivory and one of the other one in my cart, and I ended up putting all of those back because we can get ivory and off-whites anytime we want. And this is so close to the Sweet Snuggles Light that they can be used interchangeably, in my opinion, so I just left them go. If I feel like if I needed that, I can always get that later on. But I did find in the chenille home slim, this is the white oat dot. Let's see if I can get it without my camera blowing out the color. There it is. This is a really cute tan and white dot. Now this one is only 175 yards, but it was $5 also. And then I found these, and these literally were thrown in a random place. They're not marked $5. They were not on the app. I scanned them at the little price checker in the store. They were coming up item not found, and the one lady that was working there, I think she was a manager because she was talking to somebody about an interview too. She's like, do you have a question before I go anywhere? And I'm like, yeah, can you actually tell me if these are included in the clearance, because your price checker isn't finding them and they're not coming up on the app, and I'm just kind of stuck. So she scanned them in and she said, yeah, they're both coming up $5, so you're good. So I ended up getting them. This is 218 yards, so a little bit more. And this is the country blue, the same thing in the regular chenille home that we got in the chunkier size. I love this color so much. And then this one, he needs a little bit of a makeover, is the petrol blue. This is an old lot. This is an icky lot. I don't 100% like the feel of this. The texture of this is off to me. It doesn't feel nearly as soft as this. But I have something that I want to make that uses both of these colors together, so I needed it, so I grabbed it. I'm not going to really worry about it. It still feels okay. I think it's just going to annoy me crocheting with it because I really think it's going to squeak on the hook. And then the last thing that I grabbed was some macrame cord. They evidently are getting rid of their macrame cord too. There was some, like a burnt orange, a light pink, a light blue. There was like 6 of them, and they were all different colors, and I kind of wish there was more of this. It's macrame cord, 6mm. It's 16.6 yards. It was originally $8.99 on clearance for $3. My best friend has been hounding me to knit her one of those pot holders, the super chunky ones. I guess they're going viral, or they had gone viral, and she found them at like one of the home goods stores or whatever. She lives out towards the Jersey shoreline, and I guess they're huge out there. And she said, she sent me the link and a picture, and she goes, make me one of these, I'm coming home. And she gave me the date. She goes, I will pay you. So we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna see if this will actually do that. It's 75% cotton, 25% unknown reclaimed fiber. So the fact that it's 75% cotton makes me feel that it'll at least work as a hot pad without completely melting. So we're gonna give that a try. So that is everything that I got from Michael's. I try to post this as quick as I can, because I know sometimes, especially when it comes to yarns like this, they go fast. So hopefully this gets out fast enough. Don't rely 100% on the app. Go into your store. And don't rely on price tags not being on it. If it says chenille home or chenille home slim, price check it. And if it's coming up item not found, take it and ask somebody, because chances are it's gonna bring up $5. So with that being said, thank you so much for joining me today, and until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.